First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Second, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth, where Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh has placed you at. Shalom to you, Akim out there, resting your life and your freedom to preach this gospel, this good news, via highways and byways, or via the internet. Shalom to you. Shalom to you Israelites that may like the members of the other nation, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if your spirit can receive it, you're an Israelite. So shalom to you. Shalom to you, sincere Agua out there. Shalom to you, true children. Right? I'm the brother Michael from the tribe of Judah 144. Coming to you again with another quick lesson. Zat, which means Lord willing, you receive some edification. Okay? As you can see, this is just another daily update just on the, spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. But as you can see, the United Nations chief warns of a catastrophe from global food shortage. Slacking. The head of the United Nations warned Friday that the world faces a catastrophe because of the growing shortage of food around the globe. Alright? And it's getting bad, and it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to get worse. Scriptures always talks about a time like no other. And this is going to be one of those times that's going to usher in a time that's going to be like no other. Okay? United Nations Security General Antonio Guterres said that war in Ukraine has added to the caused by climate change. Right? Pandemic and iniquity to produce an unexpected global hunger crisis already affecting hundreds of millions of people. Okay? This right here is affecting the livelihood of a lot of people, and it's only going to make matters worse. Okay? Let's get the definition for the word catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
An event causing great or often sudden damage or suffering. A disaster. Alright? And that hunger crisis is going to be a global, national disaster. It's going to take place everywhere. Okay? Which is going to lead to crime skyrocketing because people that don't have certain things are going to invade other people's houses for things that they lack of having. Okay? We're entering a time like no other. Okay? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste the houses with destruction and death. Alright? And that's occurring. You have a lot of places that's suffering from not having different resources. And you have different places that's suffering. This food crisis is only going to get very worse because you have a lot of these different food processing warehouses that's being burnt down suspiciously all of a sudden as well. Okay? So you got to take in everything that's happening. Okay? Even though each has but a short time, so all these things that are happening are ushered in by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. He's allowing this man, this deceiver, this devil to do these things because it acts as a form of judgment as well. The Bible don't lie. If it says it's going to be a famine, it's a famine. You already got these guys speaking out on it. They saying it's going to be very bad unless it's addressed. It's not going to get addressed. It's just going to get very worse. It's going to get bad. Still in the book of Ezra, 2nd Ezra. Jump over to 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. And I'm going to start. I'm going to start at verse 17 on down. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Woe means the destruction. Okay? Because the times that we're coming into, and the times that we're entering, the times that we are in, it's going to be very bad. Destruction is going to be everywhere. You already got those war talks that's ramping up. You got this abortion thing. It's a lot of things that's gonna just any second can just trigger off anything. But this hunger crisis, it's gonna lead to a lot of people dying. It's gonna lead to a lot of people being put to death as well. All right. Still in the book of Ezra, 2nd Ezra, verse 16. Chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when the evil shall come? Okay? Us in this truth, we know, what we should be doing before these times come. And that's calling upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and getting your life right, repenting. Okay? And trying to live your life the best way you can, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna allow all hell to just straight break loose. And the elders and apostles of GMS, been warning you and warning people for years of these things to happen. And there's no way to run, no way to hide around it now, because you're seeing it on the news. Slowly. Even if you look at the headlines at the bottom of the news, you can see that they talk about the famine, okay? A food shortage, all right? A shortage of this, a shortage of that. Now they're saying it's a mustard seed shortage, which is going to usher in a mustard shortage, all right? It's going to be the shortage of everything, the everything shortage very soon. And prices are just going to, Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scorns for atonement. Verse 20, but all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay, so you're going to have these things that's going to happen upon the planet Earth, and you're still going to have 2/3 of our people that's going to refuse to repent. Okay, a large majority of our people are going to refuse to repent, even though Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to be putting a place in all this hell on them. They're going to refuse to come back. Okay, verse 21. Behold, visual shall be good and cheap upon the earth, that they that think. Salakim. Behold, visuals shall be good upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right, and I don't know. Famine. The word famine was mentioned 4 times. Because it's a real serious matter. And if a famine, man, is a bad thing. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua always had mercy on, the ones he loved. He would tell them, get up out of here and go to another part, because, the famine was bad. They would leave. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua would take care of them. Now, you're going to rest assured, this famine that's coming is going to be like no famine that ever existed. Okay, you best to believe that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to he's going to provide, Salakim, a way for his servants to eat. And his servants, their family, etc., so forth. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to watch over his people, okay, that diligently call upon the name, diligently believe, all right? Because now you can go to the store and, and prices are not that high. You can grab a few things, which leaves Jake sometimes in a very comfortable, lax type of, spirit. Like, okay, things ain't going, but don't be surprised if you go to the store one day and you see a loaf of bread is $5. Okay, $7.50. A carton of milk is $10. All right, because sometimes that's what it takes, for certain people to wake up to what it is. And it's only going to get worse and worse. You got the trucker shortage. Because of the fuel, the gas. So if the trucks can't deliver the inventory, you're going to have markets that's not going to have certain things, which is going to lead to robbery. It's going to lead to being invaded. Okay? It's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. And the sword is already taking people out, because you have people that's being taken out each and every day, by the modern day sword, which is the gun or any instrument that can be used as a killing instrument or anything. And people are dying left and right in large scales of numbers. Okay? Whether you be young or old. Alright? So in verse 21, and even then shall evils go upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay? Great confusion. Alright? Verse 22, and I'm ended here. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Alright? I'm going to read it one more time. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Alright? Shall die of famine. Alright? And other that escape of hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you escape the famine, you're gonna have that sword waiting for you. Okay? And this is the times that we're in. This is the times that we're fastly approaching. We're at the doorstep of it. I'm telling you, this hunger crisis thing is going to get very bad. Very bad. Put your trust into Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah at all times, man, because he's going to provide for his people. Okay? The hopeful elect is going to be taken care of in that day. You got to a lot of our people out here, and a lot of people in this world is going to die from a lack of bread, but a lack of bread is going to make the crime rate go up as well. Okay? So call halal Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, call halal Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, call halal Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, Bahashim Rukakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful, like the scattered across the four corners of the earth, where Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah has placed you at. Alright? Till again, Shalom.